Assalamu alaikum, dear audience. Hope you people will be fine and safe. Today, our topic is presentation skills. 8 tips for effective presentation. A successful presentation requires good presentation skills and effective presentation techniques. Here we provide you with 8 tips for effective presentation. Whether you are an experienced presenter or just standing out, there should be ideas here to help you improve your presentation skills. How do you give a good presentation? This is how to succeed. So, let's start. So, the number one tip, maintain eye contact while presentation and smile in order to give each of your listeners the feeling of being important and to make them feel personally addressed. It is particularly important to maintain eye contact with the audience during the presentation. Not only does this exude confidence, but it also helps your audience to connect with you and your subject. It also helps you feel less nervous. Easier said than done right. Here's what can help. Find someone in audience who seems to be genuinely interested in the topic and is listening attentively. For example, your lecturer make eye contact with this person at the beginning of the presentation. Once you start feeling more calm and confident, let your gaze drift over the audience to address the other listeners as well. Keep returning your gaze to the initial person to stay calm throughout the whole presentation. And another alternative is to find a fixed point in the room, preferably on the wall behind the audience, which you fix at the beginning of the presentation. Similar to the first example, after you have achieved a confidence, you can let your gaze wander over the audience and return to the previous selected. So, don't look at the screen, don't look at the floor, don't just look at your index card, don't just look at your laptop. Okay, audience. So let's move toward the second tip. Second tip is use of gesture and facial presentation. To emphasize the content of your presentation, it is advisable to use appropriate gesture and body language to get your message across. Avoid crossed arms, hand behind your back, or in your pocket during presentation. Always stand up straight and try not to appear tense or stressed. You can do that by using your hands and arms to emphasize what you are saying and get your message across. Your facial expression should always be friendly and open. Smile and show that you enjoy the topic and you are confident in the information you are presenting. Let's move toward tip number three, avoid distraction. Main important tip for a presenter, avoid distractions. Often you will not be able to avoid the use of ads. For example, you may need to use laser pointer to show something on the screen, or you may need to use a pen to write something down on flip chart. To avoid distraction for you and the audience, get into the habit of putting down tools you don't need. That's why you will not be tempted to deal with them in the first place. You will also have your hands free for gestures. Let's move toward the tip number four. Be prepared. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect, right? If you prepare well before the presentation, you will feel more relaxed. You will feel more relaxed and confident while presenting, and it will also improve your body language. Here are some ways to help you prepare for presentation. Rehearse in front of a crowd. Take notes. Record yourself and time yourself and do experiment. Tip number five, be confident. By appearing self confident, you convey to the listener that you are confident in your topic and have prepared yourself sufficiently. Try to relax and not appear too stressed or nervous. Another tip for advanced speakers: step out in front of the podium and walk around the room and get closer to the audience. This also exudes self confidence and helps in attracting your audience attention. Set up your camera before presentation and your microphone. Once you are ready, click on start recording. Get ready to record in 3 seconds will make you expert before doing presentation in your class, in your seminar. Tip number 6: speak freely. The headline speaks for itself. To make the presentation as lively and enjoyable as possible, you should avoid reading it off. Speak freely, speak slowly and clearly. If you are not yet confident in what you are presenting, try using note cards. But keep in mind, no continuous text, but only short, concise bullet points. If you use note cards to support you, it is especially advisable at this point to memorize at least the beginning and end of your presentation, as eye contact is crucial at these points. So, tips number 7: avoid filler word. In order to make your presentation flow as smoothly and confidently as possible, you should avoid using filler words such as so, and so on for your listener. These words convey insecurity. Number 8: speak the language of the audience. When creating your presentation, you should already think about your target audience. This will help you present successfully. It is especially important that you speak the language of the audience. Use a strong and meaningful words in short sentence to avoid losing the audience, and avoid foreign words, empty phrases, and clenches. If you have to use foreign words, explain them in a handout or footnote with the presentation. You have a podium at your disposal. A podium makes it easier to decide how to position yourself and where to stand in front of the audience. In order not to make your presentation too monotonous, it is advisable to leave the safe position behind the lectern from time to time. For example, to walk to the other side of the screen or to show something on the flip chart. This brings movement into your presentation and help keep the connection with your audience. Thank you. Goodbye.